Hey everybody, it's pre-Friday, it's Thursday. I'm switching up the glasses. I look like a whole queen bee in this thing. That's the problem with buying glasses online. You don't know how it's gonna fit your face, but these were $7, so who cares? It's not like it's an expensive pair of Gucci's or something. So anywho, oh my god, so many kind of like good topics. First, oh, please don't cancel me, y'all. I work with people with disabilities for 7 years directly, and then for 2 years administrative. Still working with kids with behavioral, social, intellectual disabilities. So I got a good almost a decade of working with them. Please don't cancel me. It's all love. And I'm in the notion that you don't treat anybody differently. So all my clients got treated like they were, excuse the phrase, regular schmegular degular people. They only got accommodations for their disabilities, right? But as far as interaction and social, no, I never spoke to them like they was hard of hearing. I never spoke to them like they was babies. They were regular people. And some of them were older than me, right? That's my disclaimer. So now Mattel done put out a Down syndrome Barbie. As a black girl in America who was born in the 80s and reared in the 90s, when the shift from black is beautiful went to white is right and made black seem unattractive, and it was damn near impossible to find a black Barbie doll. I remember my mother had to get a Cricket doll of color from Germany because it was so hard to find here. White Barbie dolls was it. Society told me white was right, white was beautiful. 16 magazine had white people on it. I think the first person of color I saw in 16 magazine was Lark Voorhees from Saved by the Bell. And they didn't get people of color till after I didn't need 16 magazine anymore. It was all white people. You wanted to see people of color, you had to get Word Up or Jet. And then Essence and Ebony was for older women, not kids, not teenagers. So I say this to say that Down syndrome Barbie doll is not for the kids. That is to pander to the adults of special needs people. Is bullshit. And let me tell you something. Go look up the doll. It'll probably be in the picture, the thumbnail of this video. That doll does not look like it has Down syndrome. It looks like it's mixed with Asian. Truly having Down syndrome, you have a look. That's just genetics. That's not shade. That's not stereotyping. There's a reason that people with Down syndrome look the way they look. It's a chromosomal issue. They got an extra chromosome. That's why they look the way they look. They're short, they're stout, they're stubby, their fingers are very small. They don't really have any necks. There's a look to them, jackass. There's a look. Just like Barbie doesn't look like a real human, because they said that if Barbie had the dimensions of a real life person, she would be handicapped. She couldn't walk. Right? That's somewhere I saw that online, somewhere on the YouTube. She's anatomically incorrect. And so is this Down syndrome Barbie, but that's to be expected because that's Barbie. She is not anatomically correct. She is not a G.I. Joe action figure. Anatomically correct G.I. Joe. No, she's not. So I expect that. And the face, I guess I expect that too, because when they had Black Barbie, it was pretty much a white Barbie with ink. It did not have African features. It did not have a wide nose or big lips. It pretty much was white Barbie with different eye color. Same nose, same lips, same everything, same cheekbones, yada, yada, yada. Now, this is what I have a problem with. Okay, everything else, treat it fair. You don't make Barbies look like real people. Don't make this Down syndrome Barbie look like a real Down syndrome person. Fine. Fine. You've been doing that for what, 100 years? Fine. But why add the braces? So when I first saw this story, and I'm talking about leg braces, not teeth, leg braces. I've worked with countless people with Down syndrome. Not near one of them had a leg brace. Not one. And I'm talking different races. Black, biracial, mostly Spanish, mostly Dominican, because that's the zip code I worked in. Not near one of them had a brace on. Who did y'all speak with? I don't know Down syndrome people to have mobility issues. They got big old asses because they look like little people, aka midgets, right? If you don't know what I mean by little people, but you don't say the M word anymore. So they look like little people. So they got big old asses, but they was walking. The only time that they had any kind of mobility assistant equipment is the ones that were 60 plus. And that's for anybody, 60. So why y'all threw on the leg brace? And I think it's because Mattel didn't really, like they said they did, work with the foundation of Down syndrome. But I don't believe that for a fucking second. I think y'all had a meeting to bring them in so y'all don't be called a liar. But to say that you had people from this foundation helping you design it, I don't believe that shit for a second. Because who would add another disability on them? It feel like y'all just made one disability Barbie and put in the leg people and the Down syndrome people. That's what y'all did. Because y'all already sell wheelchairs for Barbies. But you could put any Barbie in or any Ken in that wheelchair. You just sit them down and bend the knees. Clunk, clunk. If y'all ever had a Barbie, y'all know what that clunk, clunk, clunk. That hard clunk of the knee. So any of the Barbies could go into the wheelchair. But y'all threw on the leg brace. Pandering. Another thing we didn't ask for. Now, are the proceeds of this doll going anywhere? I don't know. I didn't do the research because I'm all the way done. I'm all the way fed up and I'm all the way done. It just, like when I saw it, I was like, so I wouldn't want that. And I want to buy that for my kid. If my kid had Down syndrome, any one of my kids had Down syndrome, I would not buy them a Down syndrome doll. I wouldn't. I don't realize, maybe I don't realize because I don't have it, but I don't even buy my kids black dolls. I don't. My kids got white dolls, black dolls, beige dolls. I don't go out and buy them black dolls. Who is going out and buying their Down syndrome kid a Down syndrome doll? And what parent without a child with Down syndrome is buying that doll? We live in America, people. We hide our flaws or we get them fixed. How many models, runway models, have Down syndrome? 0. You know, the only Down syndrome models I see is Target for children or babies. I think the Gerber baby a couple years ago had Down syndrome. But that was a one-off. They ain't never doing that shit again. Mark my words. Mark my motherfucking words. You will not see another Gerber baby with a disability, a physical disability that attracts their that is a physical that interferes with their looks. You'll never see that again. Check the popularity of that. Oh, Gerber thought they was doing something. Oh, they thought they was doing something. See how popular that shit was. Because it was not. People do not want to have their flaws thrown up in their face. I have tons of flaws. I don't put them on Front Street. Who the who the hell with a floor advertises that? And I'm going to say it's a flaw because if you have Down syndrome, that is a genetic abnormality. Abnormality. It is not normal. Is there anything wrong with it? Should you be ostracized and throw the baby out with the bathwater? Absolutely not, but call a spade a spade. That's not normal. That is not how we're supposed to be. That's why the majority of people born with Down syndrome are sterile. There is a small, minuscule percentage that are not. But the majority are sterile. Right? Aren't mules sterile? If you breed a donkey with a horse, you get a mule. The only way to get another mule is to breed another donkey with a mule. Breed another donkey with a horse. Two mules can't make a mule. Just like two people with Down syndrome can't make a kid. I think the other person would have to not have Down syndrome for it to work. Or something like that. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. But I know that. I know they're sterile. So why are we making a Barbie? With Down syndrome, fine. Okay. Inclusion. I get it. Inclusion. But why throw on the leg braces? That's too much. That's too much. That's too much. You didn't need the leg braces. You did not need the leg braces on the Down syndrome Barbie. It was enough. It was enough. Just making a Down syndrome Barbie. It was enough. I'm so tired of the pandering. I'm so tired of the overcorrecting. That's another thing. The overcorrection that these companies do is too much. I put out a post. I'm putting it in my community section. If your company has diversity training, start putting out your resume again. Diversity training is a smokescreen. It's bullshit. Name me one person that had an issue with race, an infraction or an infraction dealing with race, mandated to sensitivity and diversity training, and is no longer that way anymore. You know what diversity and sensitivity training does? Teach you to keep your fucking mouth shut while you're on the clock and not to post racial shit in public. Do it in your home like a good little racist is supposed to do. It doesn't try to change your mind and accept people in your heart as equal. No, don't do it in public. Don't get caught. Make your social media private. Kitchen table talking. Put your resume out there again because they don't get it. If a company has diversity and sensitivity training, they don't give a fuck. It is also they could keep the employee. If they don't have it, it's not because they have all good employees who aren't racist. They fire them. They don't need sensitivity and diversity training because you're not allowed to work for us if you feel that way. Hello, why aren't we getting this? A company that does not have inclusion and sensitivity training fires people that have these situations because you cannot work for us. Your mental does not align with the values of this company. You got to go. We're not here to fix you. You are who you are. That's fine. You just can't work with us. A company that does have this training, dummy, you got caught. Here's what we're gonna put out to the public to make them think that we're trying to change you and we want to invest in you. No, you are exactly who we want. You are who we want. You just got caught. You just got caught. We're teaching you not to get caught. Easy. Easy. You got to go. Now, some of you, and that depends on the type of person you are. That depends on, on the type of person you are. Because 9 times out of 10, if you do work for a company, and I'm not talking about retail or anything, I'm talking about big company where you get paid 6 figures and up. I'm talking about big companies like that. This is where this advice comes in. If you are a BIPOC, person of color, or the double whammy, a black woman, because you fit both quotas. If you work for a company with diversity and sensitivity training and you are a person of color, or even better, a black woman, stay. I'm going to tell you why. You're a diversity hire. You're a minority hire and a diversity hire. They need you. You pretty much could write your fucking ticket. You pretty much could write your ticket, especially if you work for a government-based agency. If you look around and you're like, I'm the only one here that looks like this, that's because their report that they have to give to tally off what kind of people work there, they don't have enough of y'all, so they're getting in trouble. So you're the minority hire. Do your time, get out, don't make no friends, smile in the break room, get your coffee, attend your meetings, always bring a notepad or a pen to meetings, make you look good, even if you doodle in that motherfucker. Look attentive and just do your time. They're not expecting anything from you. You'll never be involved in the culture. Don't engage in the conversation. They're going to try to talk you up to learn because you are probably their only exposure to people of color. So you give minimal information. You learn how to code switch. You don't tell them your secrets. Yes, that hair on your head is real. It was short on Monday and long on Friday. It is growing from the scalp. Oh my God, your hair grows so fast. I take hair, skin, and nail pills. That's what you tell them. I'm just tired of I'm having this little car rant, and it's very calm because I found my peace and my zen with it. You know what I mean? I just want real, and I think I'm craving realness. And I was talking to my good male friend, talking to him, and he was telling me, I was like, I'm very blunt, I'm very real, and I'm sorry if it makes you feel some kind of way. He was like, no, it doesn't. It was actually refreshing. I can't deal with the fake no more. I'm tired of the fake. Reality TV is fake and scripted. The news is fake. Yes, these things might have happened, but it's fake. Everything is fake. I got a high definition TV and realized these people on TV are not good looking. I was looking at some of my favorite YouTubers and I watched them on my phone. So it's short, the visibility is small. I put it up on my big screen TV one time. I was like, let me just sit down and watch it. These people were way less attractive than I thought they was. No shade. I don't watch them because they're attractive. I just was, it wasn't, everything wasn't real. Like, I remember, do y'all know who Mike Woods is? He was on Fox. I don't know if he's there anymore. He was the weather anchor, the weather man. When he first came on, oh my God, he had these women going crazy because of his looks. He was muscular, he was tall, he was brown. And we didn't have these good TVs back then when he came on. Man, when I got my first high def big screen TV and I saw how he actually looks, oh no, no. He's okay, but no. There was so many flaws. The skin was blotchy, the crow's feet, the lines, the everything is fake. And I'm okay with faking your looks. Actually, I'm okay with that. That's how I came up. That's how I came up. I'm okay with faking your looks to an extent. The whole caked on beater and you look like a whole different person. No, a little yang 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 here and there. I could deal with. I could deal with because right now I got on makeup. I got on a little lip that's plumping up my lips. I'm okay with that. But the whole beat face every day, like a wedding, yes. A function, yes. You having your birthday in a club, yes. Get your face drag queen beat. But drag queen beat every day? Oh no. Mm-mm. The big club lashes every day to go to work? No. That's too much. Where do you have the time? You doing that, you're sacrificing in life somewhere else. Anywho, that's my little car rant for the day. I'm behind on my videos because guess what I've been doing, y'all? Sleeping in my car on my lunch break. That's because I got to take 3 allergy meds. I got to take a nasal spray in morning and afternoon. So it's keeping me good. My eyes look good. They're not puffy and nasty. I got my daughters under control. She take a Benadryl shot because she liquid, she a baby. She take a Benadryl shot before she go to school, a Benadryl shot when she get picked up from school, and a Zyrtec before she go to sleep. And it's been working. I don't know how this girl is not knocked out sleeping. She is really a trooper, but it has completely fixed her eyes. We haven't had to use the eye drops. And I have this steroid cream that I got for the eczema that Elias has that I've been gently putting around her eyes because she had so much damage from the rubbing. That's cleared up. So now she's back to her cute little beautiful self. And now she's not scratching her eyes out. And this is tips for allergy sufferers. She gets a bath as soon as she gets home, and I don't shampoo her hair because I think that's too dry, but I do wet it and rinse it. I fill up a little, she got a little play bucket for the tub, fill that out, dump it over her head every day, her and her brother, dump it over their hair, and then I have to blow dry it and rebraid it so that all that pollen and stuff that's in their hair is out. And then I wear a wig that covers even my natural hair. I keep all this covered so my natural hair isn't exposed. All right, everybody, I'm gonna do a video on Jamie Foxx soon because I find that very interesting. Okay, bye.